Hi guys, so today I am working on another illustration as usual, but yeah, today I wanted to really focus on getting a good portfolio piece. I will be applying for going on a certain school trip thing in a couple of months, and I'll definitely talk about that more later, and definitely if I get accepted I'll be talking about it a lot because I'm really excited. But anyways, so yeah, I really wanted to bulk up my portfolio so it has more of a graphic novel feel to it, and it demonstrates that kind of a storytelling aspect to my art. So I wanted to create a few more new pieces that really showed that and had more of a story behind it. So today I decided to show you a little bit more of my sketching process and just a little bit more of that, where usually I show it right as I'm about to start inking and everything's already figured out. And I'll be honest, I mean, the sketching part of it, the idea of people watching me do that seems a little nerve-wracking because I know that there are so many mistakes that I make, so many glaring anatomical issues that I kind of take a little while to realize and fix. But so yeah, maybe I'll get better at getting over that fear and showing you how I actually go, starting from the very beginning, how I go about creating an image. But I do find that I have a lot of starts and stops when I'm first sketching, because I'll start sketching out a pose and then I'll look up reference or take reference and then I'll edit it and then I'll realize, well, maybe I want a completely different pose. So it's quite a process at the beginning. But yeah, I think that maybe I'll go more into detail about that in future videos, or I can show you a little bit more about that. But yeah, for this one I had a pretty rough sketch that I just had it worked out where I wanted everything to be, and then I lightened that down, and then I created another layer on top where I did a more refined sketch where there were a lot of parts that I hadn't really figured out yet, like the hands particularly, and their faces weren't quite right yet. So I went through and I figured out the things that I needed to know exactly what they would look like, and then the other stuff like the flow of the dress and some stuff in the background, it wasn't quite as essential for me to be able to know exactly what it looked like while I was inking. It would be easier for me to just make it up as I'm inking, but some of them I really did want to be able to know right off the bat when I'm sketching, or when I'm inking, I mean, where that line goes. So that's really how I do it usually, is I get everything roughed out and then I get the more detailed things roughed out again in a more refined way, and then I do the inking on top. And I felt really excited about working on this piece, and I think that was a combination of the fact that there was a lot more of a story that I was wanting to tell with this, and there was a lot more details that I could put in that would reinforce that, and it was getting me really excited about thinking about different ways to design things and express that story. And there was also multiple characters, and those characters were really interesting, at least to me, and I was excited about designing them and having that interaction between them. So I'm really realizing that not everything that I have been doing has been making me this excited and passionate about that piece. And I think it's because they're not in the same direction that I'm wanting to go, and I'm realizing that I want to go. And what I want to be creating with my art is a story, and I want to have illustrations that have these rich worlds and interactions between characters and just this emotion. And I really want to be doing graphic novels, so I want that storytelling aspect, and I think that I've let myself get away from that a little bit, where I should be really focusing. I should be making sure that every piece that I'm creating is reinforcing that goal and leading me down the path that I want to be going. And so yeah, that's something that I'm starting to realize, what types of art and what types of details to put in it that make me excited and helps me to know that I'm going in the direction and the path that I'm really excited and passionate about. So this is actually something that I've been thinking a lot about lately, and I think I'll make a whole video on it actually, so it can be a standalone thing. But I've been really thinking about the different inspirations that I have and the muses that I have, and the goals that I have as far as where I want to go artistically and what I want to be putting in my pieces. And I think that I really want to write that down so that I can have this thing to look at, so that every time I create a new piece of artwork, I can look at that list and think, is it taking me in the direction I want to go? And does it make me as passionate and excited as this list of things that I love does? And if not, what do I do to make it so? I think that that'll really help me be able to create pieces of art that I completely love, and I feel like it represents me and it really belongs to me as an artist. But yeah, I think that it's definitely something that I'm gonna dedicate a whole video on, and that's talking about inspiration and style and just the different things that make you a unique individual artist, and how you can kind of arrive at that and take stock in what is subconsciously building onto that. So I'm really excited about that. It's something that I love to think about, and it gets me really, yeah, passionate about creating new pieces. So yeah, I haven't really talked much at all about this actual piece, but I was really excited about this little story that I had in my head about this ghost girl and what happened to her before she died, and how she's just kind of sitting here having this chill little conversation with this witch, and the type of environment I could put them in. And it was just really, really pleasant experience thinking about the story itself and the environment. So I'm definitely going to focus more on that in my future ones. So that is pretty much the line art for this piece. I actually do end up making quite a few tweaks specifically to the witch's face as I'm working on the colors, but that is for another day. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you can catch all my future art videos, including the coloring of this piece, and I will see you at my next one. Bye!